Hey guys, Hounddoomed here, coming at you once again with another episode of Pokémon Black 2. On the last episode we explored the Plasma Frigate for the third time and also defeated Internet Explorer here. For I don't know how many times it's been since we defeated him, maybe once, twice, I don't know. And we also was the sole listener to one of the boss's speeches, and also managed to find out that Hugh's sister's Purloin has evolved into Lipid and was kept by the Shadow Triad. So quite a lot happened last episode. On this episode we're going to be seeing what happens next. Quick side notes before we begin. First of all, if you don't like spoilers or you haven't played the game and what have you, do not watch this episode. It is very spoiler heavy and it's basically the end of the main story, so if you don't want to watch it, don't. Also, I've said this about a billion times and about all of my Black 2 videos, but apologies for the lack of uploads recently. Haven't recorded in 2 months. Christmas, then work, then I had to get a new computer, but yeah, lots of stuff happened. But we're all back now. Should be all fine, so let's jump right in. Season's going to change twice. So yeah, once you have done everything that you need to do, then you'll exit the Plasma Frigate from the south side, where Getsis decided to walk out, and then make your way through this very simple ice puzzle. But if you can't make your way through it, just follow what I was doing. Then wind your way down, and just before I jump in, I'm going to change my leading Pokemon to Electra quickly, and then jump into the cave where Kyurem used to be. May wants to use a repel. Come on, go away. I don't need you, Piloswine. I do not need you. Okay. So you'll notice there's a new cave here now. Again, last chance, spoiler warning. There's a new cave back here, and look who it is. The Giant Chasm. This is the spot where Kyurem's power resonates. Here, Kyurem can use the full extent of its power and easily cover all of Unova in ice. He does that a lot. Kyurem, come! Oh no, that was bad choice for wording, and then what came? No. Must be a hole in the ceiling or something, because I don't know how he just managed to get here. I have a memory that has continued to haunt me, just one. That unpleasant look in your eyes reminds me of it. That aside, this is my gift to you to show you my respect for making it this far. I'll freeze you solid right here so you can watch my glorious ascent! Kyurem, glaciate! This doesn't look good. Zekrom, Fusion Bolt! Well, whoever that was just got here in time. Haha, you got Kyurem's face wet. So you came. The freak without a human heart. N! Yeah, there's definitely a hole in the ceiling. How the hell did you just get here? Zekrom told me Kyurem is suffering. I can't allow selfish humans to make Pokemon suffer. And I like Unova. It's the place that taught me how to live as a human. It's the place that made me notice that the harmony between Pokemon and humans living together. I will protect the Pokemon and humans who live here. Yeah, you tell him, Zekrom. Excellent. That was a moving expression of your determination. So the education I provided to make you king wasn't a complete waste then. But I still haven't forgotten that even though I was kind enough to find you when you were living in the forest with Pokemon, and take you in, and care for you, in the end you were selfish and disrupted my plans. I was supposed to use your abilities to rule Unova. But I'll forgive you for that as well. Zekrom, which you were kind enough to bring with you, can shatter ice. Now you've saved me the work of searching for it. Well, actually, I knew you'd appear if we fired ice missiles into a polluted city and you noticed the change. That's an ugly formula. It won't work. Oh, but it will. If I use these, the DNA splicers. Well, that was interesting. Zekrom! Kyurem, absorb Zekrom. Use Abso-Fusion. Abso-Fusion? I didn't know that was a move. I want Abso-Fusion. Well, there we go. I never would have believed that Pokemon could fuse together, that there was a formula like this. You fool! Last time I was going to use you to capture people's hearts and minds to rule them, but this time I'm simply going to use overwhelming power and rule with an iron fist. Do you understand? If you had simply become king, Unova would have remained beautiful. Come now, trainer. This time no one will save you. But to make things interesting, I'll give you a chance. Let's see if you can stop this, Kyurem. What's this? Your Pokeballs are trembling. Could your Pokemon be shaking with rage? No, that's not possible. Simple tools don't have emotion or thought. Come, challenge Kyurem. Just so you know, catching it is impossible. My cane emits signals that disrupt the function of all Pokeballs. So, that was very interesting. So, as Getz said, you now must take on the black or white Kyurem, depending on which game you're playing. You are going to be fighting a Dragon Ice type, so do prepare for that in whichever way you like. I'm going to be using Electra rather than Conquer because the first fight is actually got epic music, and it would be nice to actually hear it because this fight, especially if you're fighting Black Kyurem, is quite anticlimactic. So yeah, it's up to you. You could just listen to this song online, but you know, why the hell not? It's supposed to be lots of drama and tension in it, and the music kind of adds to that. Another quick side note is that you will have a fight straight after this one, so you will be healed in between, but you cannot change the order of your Pokemon. Now, you must bear in mind that you're going to be fighting a Dragon Ice type, but then after that you're going to be fighting a Ghost type straight away. So, you want to prepare for that in whatever way you can. I'm going to be using Electra because Electra is quite good at taking down Black Kyurem, and then also the Pokemon that comes out afterwards. I would use Conquer, but the problem is that the Pokemon that's coming up does actually have Psychic, so you want to be quite careful about how you deal with the Ghost type that's coming up. I'm going to be leading with Electra, so we're just going to go with that. Electra's probably going to faint, but what the hey. As also Getz said, you cannot catch this thing. You will be able to get your own black or white Kyurem later on in the game. Also, do be aware that you are going to probably want healing items for white Kyurem, as that thing is deadly. Black Kyurem is not so much, but yeah, be careful. When you're ready, let's do it. So, this is Black Kyurem, or White Kyurem if you're playing White too. Dragon Ice type, level 55. So, I think we're going to lead off with Superpower. Now, they will have either Fusion Bolt if you're fighting against Black Kyurem, or Fusion Flare if you're fighting against white Kyurem. And then they'll have their signature move, which is either Freeze Shock if you're fighting black Kyurem, which is a takes a turn to charge, but it is a 140 power ice type move that is physical. I think it has like a 50% chance of I'm going to use discharge here. 50% chance of paralysis. And then white Kyurem has pretty much the same, however it's a special move that has a 50% chance of burning called Ice Burn. So, you know, deal with it how you wish. I hate the fact that I have low health right now, because it's interrupting the epic music. Regardless, Kyurem's done. So, that was cool. Cool. So, down it goes, get lots of experience, up to level 51. Kyurem and Zekrom were separated. I can't believe it! The black Kyurem I went to all the trouble of preparing. How irritating! Now I have to go recapture Kyurem, don't I? But first, I'll take down this disgusting trainer with my own hand. This time I will succeed. No matter what they try, no one will be able to stop me. That little sparkle noise there was N healing you, so you don't need to worry about that. So, this is the fight against the boss of Team Plasma. This is Getsis, who apparently only has one arm. Don't know what happened to the other one, but he leads with a Cofagrigus, level 50, Ghost type with the ability Mummy, with the moves Shadow Ball, Psychic, Protect, and Toxic. Now, straight away from those moves, you can tell what this thing's going to do. So it is quite frustrating how this thing works. It's also holding a leftovers, as you're seeing. This thing is not particularly powerful, so if you've got a nice strong Dark or Ghost type move, preferably from something like a Weavile, you'd be doing well. But yeah, you can pretty much see what's coming next. So I'm gonna actually just keep on with the discharging, because Electro isn't too much use for the rest of the fight. Actually, no, she's really not. The only thing there is a Water Ground type coming up, and it would be nice to use a Giga Drain for that. However, I do still have Energy Ball on Hieroglyph, so I don't really need it right now. But the protecting is going to happen. He'll tend to use Toxic, then Protect, then Shadow Ball, then Protect, then Shadow Ball, then Protect. So it's going to be a vicious cycle, basically. Putting this thing to sleep or paralysing it is quite good. Or giving it a taste of its own medicine and also hitting it with a Toxic is also quite good. Looks like Electra's going down here, thanks to that lovely critical hit. So now I think we're going to go into... Does Hieroglyph still have Shadow Ball? No, has Fly. I'm going to have to go into Conquer here. Despite the fact that this thing has Psychic, I'm just going to have to deal with it. Let's go for Payback. Don't think this is going to take it out, but might just. Oh, good. Mummy, I don't care. I'll be switching anyway. Okay, so. Oh. Right, so we want to be taking this thing with Brute Force. So I would like to stay in with Conquer. However, I would not like to stay in with Conquer. I think we're going to go into Ignite here. So this is Electros, level 50, Electric type with the ability Levitate, with the moves Flamethrower, Acrobatics, Thunderbolt, and Crunch. Obviously this thing does not have a weakness, so do be careful with this thing. It is pretty powerful, and yeah, this thing is quite difficult to take down. It's quite resilient as well, especially with no weakness. Right, so here's the Water Ground type. This is a Pokemon we haven't seen before, I don't think. I don't know if we've seen this thing at all. But this is Seismitoad, level 50, Water Ground type with the ability Poison Touch, with the moves Muddy Water, Earthquake, Drain Punch, and Sludge Wave. Obviously take this thing down with your best Grass type move. This thing has pretty good coverage, so do be careful with it. The Earthquake is probably going to hit you the hardest. But take it down with a nice strong grass type move, preferably stab, and you should be fine. It's not particularly defensive. Okay, I know why he's sending this thing out. For which reason I am not going to stay in. I'm going to send out Blu-ray. Yeah, Blu-ray. Okay. So this is Toxic Croak, another Pokemon we haven't seen before. Poison, level 50, poison fighting type with the ability Anticipation, with the moves Brick Break, Shadow Ball, Sucker Punch, and Poison Jab. Obviously, be very careful using your Psychic types because of that Sucker Punch, especially since most of the Psychic types tend to be quite specially defensive rather than physically. Ah, that sucks. Let's go into Ignite. Don't want to go into Hieroglyph because a Sucker Punch will spell Hieroglyph's doom. Let's go for a Flamethrower. Doesn't really matter what move I use at this point. Okay. And we have a Drapion. Would have loved to use Blu-ray for this. I've got to stay in. There's nothing else I can do really. So this is Drapion, level 50, Poison Dark type with the ability Sniper, with the moves Night Slash, Earthquake, Poison Fang, and X-Scissor. Was hoping to be faster there, but oh well. I'm going to have to switch into Hieroglyph here because this thing has monstrous physical defense. So I'm just going to get off a nice Air Slash, hopefully flinch it, but it doesn't matter if I don't, just to get some nice damage on it. That wasn't as nice as I was hoping. Right. I'm going to send in Krusty Krab here because I do not want to send in Conqueror at this stage. I'm going to use X-Scissor. Actually, I could have gone for Shell Smash. Doesn't matter. Right. And finally, the big boss has got a big boss of a Pokemon. However, this is not as bad as it was in Black and White 1. Still quite powerful though. This is Hydreigon, level 52, Dark Dragon type with the ability Levitate, with the moves Dragon Rush, as you're seeing, Crunch, Rock Slide, and Frustration. This thing has a Life Orb. Oh, damn it. Right. Now, Krusty Krab can take anything from this thing, however a Rock Slide is coming, and I don't want to risk being able to take that, so I'm going to go for a Max Revive here and revive Conquer, because he is easily my best bet for this thing. So let's see if I was going to survive it. Okay, I was. But it doesn't matter. Let's count on a miss here. Not so lucky. Oh well. Just wearing it down with Life Orb damage at the moment. So I don't particularly want to stall it to death, but if I can just get one Drain Punch off, I can kill it. So yeah, this thing has quite a few weaknesses, however it's very powerful, so do be wary of it. Bye bye, Hydreigon. Could it be? My plans for complete and total world domination foiled yet again? No, it mustn't be. I couldn't have been defeated by some random trainer from who knows where. I think the word twice is in there somewhere. How can this be? I'm the creator of Team Plasma. I'm perfect. I'm the absolute ruler who will change the world. And I've lost to some unknown trainer not once but twice? I can't accept this. This isn't possible. I can't be bested by fools who can't even use Pokemon correctly. It's hard to call you this, but... Father, please understand. Pokemon are not tools. Pokemon and humans take each other to greater heights. They are our wonderful partners. Some humans understand this. Why can't you? Shut your mouth! Shut up, shut up, shut up! Don't talk like a person, you freak. No real person could talk to Pokemon. Lord Getsis has lost control. We'll take it from here. Okay, without further Team Plasma is farewell. On behalf of everyone, thank you. Kyurem is fine. Now it has lost its power, but it will come here again. Zekrom says thank you as well. That's right, I can talk with Pokémon. On that day, 2 years ago, a certain trainer and Alder taught me something. By accepting different ideas, this world creates a chemical reaction. So I met many different people and Pokémon and heard so much, and that's how my world quietly grew bigger. By being with Pokémon, humans can continue toward new horizons. By being with humans, Pokémon can exhibit their true power. That's what Zekrom taught me, the ideal for Pokémon and me. And someday, both ideals and truths will come together. Then Pokémon and humans will be free from the oppression of Pokeballs. You! What are you and your Pokémon striving for? You should head to the Pokémon League and put your ideals to the test. Off he flies to that obvious hole in the roof. Team Plasma's ship flew away. Is it over? Yeah, I think so. I see, so it's finally over. Oh, hello Hugh, I didn't even realise it was you talking. More importantly, you rescued Kyurem from Team Plasma, right? You're really something. I'm gonna make sure Purloin gets back to my sister. Still can't take it out of its Pokeball yet, though. What are you gonna do? You said go to the Pokemon League? That's a good idea. I mean, now you're the strongest in Unova, right? Go prove it. Do you remember where we first met up in the Giant Chasm? If you follow the path from there, it goes out onto Route 23. Victory Road and the Pokemon League are just past there. Alright, so that's pretty much it. It's the end of the main story-ish. Obviously we've still got some left. Are you kidding me? Piloswine, go away! This is not how I wanted to end this. Go away. Right. Okay, so no more fighting except for a possible wild Pokemon. Got some extra items to pick up now. Team Plasma's ship has flown away, so you can access some areas you couldn't before. So I'm going to grab some of the items. I don't think there's anything too special apart from a TM. Oh, and a PPR, that's quite good. You'll also have access to a new hidden grotto. I can't remember exactly what's in there. I remember I think it's Cleffer with Friend Guard. I think there's Igglybuff with Friend Guard. There's also Metang with, is it Heavy Metal or Light Metal? It's one of them. And there's also Ditto with Imposter, which is very, very good. As I mentioned in its Pokemon review not too long ago, that it's quite good. Imposter thing is quite good. Oh yeah, I am going to go around here. Around here there's one more item. There may be more stuff with the Dazzle Machine, but quite frankly it would be nice to end this episode. I didn't actually fancy doing all of this on this episode. However, it's the Giant Chasm episode, so I thought I may as well just tie it all together. Right. Don't worry about healing your Pokemon unless they're quite low leveled. As soon as you can go back to Lacrinosa Town. You can fly away, obviously. However, if you want to go straight onto Route 23, you don't want to waste any more time. There is a rest house straight away on the route, so I think it's straight away. It might be slightly later on, but I think it's straight away. So you can heal yourself up there. I think we may possibly find out since I've mentioned it now. Oh, wrong way. I think this is the second to last item we can get here. Star Piece. Oh, so much of a maze around here. Oh look, it's Rude. Oh, you're safe! I'm so glad. As for Team Plasma's ship, a man in a white lab coat appeared. He said that a trainer had given him the answer he'd been seeking, and as thanks, he would disband Team Plasma. Then he said, "Farewell! Walk a just path with Pokémon," and he flew the ship away. So everything has been resolved. We were even able to confirm that Lord N is safe. I wonder if that guy who ran off had figured something out. Maybe. I'm in no position to say anything. In the past, I stole Pokémon too. That you did. Ugh. Hello, Clefairy. I could kill you with a Drain Punch and it would be super effective. Just because you're a normal type. And you're not fairy. Right, so this is probably the main thing you want to come here for. This is TM3, which is Psyshock. Decent move, but you've already got Psychic at this point, so it's not that big a deal. Unless you like the idea of hitting physically. It's basically an 80 power special Psychic type move that deals physical damage instead of special, so it's quite interesting. But here's the hidden grotto. I doubt there's going to be anything inside, but may as well check. A yellow shard. Very interesting. Okay, so that pretty much wraps up the entirety of the Giant Chasm. We will come here at some point later on in the game to get ourselves a Kyurem. Obviously outside that way is Lacrimosa Town. Do remember that you require strength to get through there though. Oh, it's a Vanillish. Cool. But yeah, as N said, or was it N? No, Hugh. Hugh said that if you wind your way round, you'll remember that there was a little exit here, which I mentioned, that two Team Plasma Grunts were standing next to. It's blocked off. It was blocked off, but it's now not. But this is Route 23. I think here is the rest house. Yeah, this is the rest house. So as soon as you get onto Route 23, you can just heal your Pokemon. Obviously, if you need some more Pokeballs or healing items or whatever you like, really, head back into Lacrimosa Town or wherever and just do whatever you need to do. But if you only want to heal, come straight onto Route 23. You don't need to do any more than that. But that's pretty much it for this episode. Quite a good episode, really. I like the end game for Black 2. It's quite good. But obviously, we're not finished yet. We've still got another route to explore. We've also got Victory Road to explore. And then we've still got an extra place we need to explore. And then also the Pokemon League. So we've still got quite a lot to do before we end the game. But anyway, so until the next episode, I will see you then, guys.